Welcome. I hope you are fine today. It's a cold day where I am and a blessed day. Welcome to today. My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO, International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author, a speaker, and a coach. Welcome to today. And I want to ask you, where does your inspiration come from? Because your inspiration helps you to think about what you want to accomplish. So if you don't have inspiration, then how will you be able to say that I want to accomplish something? So let's look at what one famous author, Jack Kerouac, says about dreams, because we all dream and our inspiration comes from the dreams we have for ourselves. So if you don't have a dream, how will you be inspired? How will you want to accomplish anything in life unless you have a dream? Welcome, Rose Justina. And I want us to look at 5 things that help you in getting inspiration so that you are having something you're looking forward to accomplishing in your life. So if you don't have dreams, then how will you be able to say, I want at the end of my life, at the end of my work with this organization, I want to leave this legacy. Without a dream, there's no inspiration. And especially during this time when the future is unknown, how do you have hopes? How do you have faith? How do you hold on to something that it shall be well and that you will, for sure, see or realize your dreams? Inspiration has to be there, and that comes from dreams. So what does famous Jack Kerouac say about dreams? And this is what he says: all human beings are also dream beings. All human beings are also dream beings. Dreaming ties all humanity together. So all of us are tied by our dreams. So if you want to say that you have no dreams, then it means you wake up and just go to fulfill something or do something that doesn't make you happy, that doesn't have a future for you. I don't think so. It must be tied to something that you believe and something that inspires you to do what you do on a day-to-day basis. So if you're going to change, if you're going to impact the world, if you're going to inspire the world, then you will have dreams. Why? Because we are all connected by dreams. Whatever happens around us, whatever is happening, it's always tied to a dream. And think about all the successful, all the things that you see in the world, they are tied to somebody's dream. To see an impact in the world, to realize a better tomorrow, or to see efficiency, if that's the case, where you are. You want to see things change for the better, it's a dream. It's something driving somebody somewhere. They want to see it better, and they want to see that lives have improved. What is your dream? Where does it lie in terms of this world? Does it make you actually wake up every day telling yourself, today I'm going to change the world, today I'm going to impact lives, today I'm going to influence lives? If it doesn't, then you need to start thinking and give some space to yourself in terms of holding onto a dream and really having an open mind to dream, because dream is what will inspire you. So I wanted to look at 5 things that can enable you to be open to dreams and to allow yourself to dream. That's the first stage, because we said if you want to accomplish anything in life, then you have to have or give yourself the opportunity to dream, because that dream is what gives you the inspiration each day to ask yourself, why am I waking up? Why am I going to the office? Why am I doing what I'm doing? Because your dream is valid. Your dream is going to bring a change in the world. So this is what Jack would share with us about dream. 5 important things. 1, tap into what truly matters to you. Have you found out what really matters to you? Remember, if you know what matters to you, you will wake up every day knowing that this is important to me and I have to do it. And that will give you the drive on each day. So if you don't know what matters to you, is it your family? Is it your work? Is it your community? Is it the children? And all these things, they are tied to your values. What do you value? What do you value? I've talked about values before. You can watch in the previous videos and you're going to see that what is important to you is what has been driving you all this time. If for any reason this situation right now has made you forget, go back again and ask yourself, what are my values? And why must I live on? Why must I have my dreams? Why must I hold on to those dreams? Because those dreams help you to have a vision of what you want to see or realize in the future. If you are holding on to them, then there is hope that each day you will wake up wanting to move on. And if you wake up every day wanting to move on, you will stop seeing things that you think have made your life difficult as an opportunity. And that is what you want. Right now, you are in a place where you are saying, my opportunities seem to have vanished in the thin air. I do not know what is coming in the future. In fact, I don't know if there's a future. You still have a dream. You have not realized that dream. You still have an opportunity that it could happen. Will you let it go, or will you hold on to it to make sure you realize that dream? So it's up to you to know what truly matters to you. Number 2, make your life an illustration of your fondest hopes. I've talked about hopes. Right now, we are living in uncertain times. Uncertain meaning that we don't know about tomorrow. That does not give us permission to stop hoping for the best. In fact, this is the time we must continue to hope for the best, believe it shall happen, and have faith that we shall overcome. If that does happen, and we have lost our hope, we will have forgotten what our dreams were. So we don't want to lose our dreams. We want to stay in touch with our dreams because our dreams inspire us each day. Number 3, encourage yourself to ponder on your dreams daily. Do you have time to think about your dreams? When you were a child, you had dreams. Have you left them behind? Or are you actually thinking how it could happen? And if they've actually happened, or you've realized your dreams, do you have other dreams? Because it's not the end until God says your time is over. So you have to keep dreaming. And you have to make sure you hold on to your dreams and ensure you realize your dreams. Every day you find yourself alive, it means there is still an opportunity for you to realize your dream. God is giving us every day an opportunity to realize our dream. We cannot lose hope because hope is what keeps us alive. Number 4, recognize that it's human to have wishes and hope. So Kiriachi says all humankind possesses their wishes and hopes for what they want their lives to be. At this time, you're saying, I don't see that happening. Things have changed so fast in 2020. And I can see like it has come to an end. If you're alive today, it has not come to an end. God still believes in you. There is still an opportunity and there is hope. In terms of the dream that you have, it can be realized. It might take a different route, but remember, stay focused, stay present, because if it is in God's plan, it will happen. You have to hold on to that dream. Number 5, share your truest dreams out loud with somebody. It's always great to hear your dream. Obviously, most people fear to share their dreams because they think, these people will think I'm crazy. Of course, they will. Remember, you're judged from the first day you're born. You cry too loud, you sleep too much, you don't eat, you're judged. So your fear is that you'll be judged. They will say that you are dreaming too big and it can't happen. Let me remind you that they don't have statues of critics. They have only statues of people who dreamed so big. If you have doubts, start looking around. Who are the people who had the wildest dreams? What did they do? Because if it is not for their dream, we could not be flying, we could not be having tall buildings, we could not be having so many things. So, are you going to be left behind holding onto your dream? Or worse even, what they say, are you going to be one of the statistics who is going to carry your dream to your grave? Which one will it be you? The choice is in your hands. Today, you must take time to ensure that you hold on to your dream. That is what will inspire you to move on. That is what will keep you going. And that is why you are here. So be open to your dream. Allow yourself to dream. Give yourself time in the morning, in the evening, when you have time. Keep dreaming. And one of the lessons that I learned from Oprah is that when you have those dreams, please use that. Put them down somewhere. Because sometimes we have dreams. And when we write them down, when it actually happens, and when we are able to remember, we will go back to where we wrote. We will see the detail of that dream based on what we wrote. So write it down. Because one day you will look back and realize it is exactly what you wrote. So make sure you put in as much detail as you would like it to happen. The universe does not occur like in a vacuum. It follows instructions. Those instructions come from you. So make sure you give the right instructions. Give the right instructions. I'm not sure what series it was, but in that session when Oprah talked about writing down, someone had actually put photographs of the house he wanted, and he had kept it until one day when he had moved. And as they were unpacking things, the son removed some documents, and he walked to the father and said, "Daddy, what is this?" And the father looked at it and he was wondering, "Really?" And he looked, "Oh, this is exactly what I had in mind, and it is where we are It is the exact information I had for the house I dreamed we could live in. We are in this house because of what I put down. I put down this, I forgot about it, and the universe or nature or God made it happen. So you never know until you put it down. So let that be one good thing that you do today, and starting today, make sure you write down and make sure you are having the details of what you want. So for today, my challenge for you today is open your calendar, schedule a time in each day when you're going to think about your dreams. And like I've said, don't just think, write them down and put details so that as you wake up, as you go, you know what is keeping you inspired each day. It's your dream, the dream that you hold for yourself. Hold on to it and make sure that that dream does not disappear, because when it disappears, that's when you actually live on a day-to-day and you don't know why you are living. You keep your dream alive, you keep your soul alive, and the people around you will be affected or impacted positively by your dream. So keep your dream alive, and remember, you have to be open to dreams, and there's nothing wrong with dreaming. It is what keeps the world moving. Until next time, I want you to be open to your dreams. And remember, each day that you give yourself time to dream, you are positively ensuring that your mood level are up. And that keeps you happy, and it keeps you growing even when you feel like this is the most challenging time in my life. I still have a dream, and that dream, I want to realize it. I believe that that's going to be something that will change your life and that will keep you motivated and inspired every day. Until tomorrow, I wish you a pleasant day. It's a goodbye for today. Make the best of today and keep dreaming. Leave your comments and feedback below. It's a goodbye for now.